All right, so continuing the hunt for arthropods at site number 2, which is the site directly next to the parking lot and closer to the road. Looks like we got one. So I'm gonna go ahead and do what I did before and add that to our small well plate. And add a little bit of isopropyl alcohol just to kind of stabilize the arthropod there. And then we will put the camera on. Let's see. So there's our first arthropod. And you can take a look at that, see if you can identify that and record that in your data table. And then I'll keep looking here. You can also use these little containers. Sometimes they're a little bit better if you have time to collect but not identify right away. And they have lids on them, obviously. All right, we got another guy. Let's see. So I'm going to put this in the well plate with a little bit of rubbing alcohol. And there is arthropod number 2. You might actually see some of these moving a little bit. Okay. And then continuing on here. Like I said before, some of these are microscopic. They can barely be seen, but you can tell they're there as soon as they start to move. And we got a third one. Add in a little bit more rubbing alcohol. So go ahead and take a look at that one, see what you think. Get that in focus. So that's arthropod. If you're keeping track, this is our third one we've found. So see if you can identify that species and also record the numbers of each, remembering that some of these might actually be the same species. So you might have multiples of the same. All right, so let's see if we can find a fourth one. Okay, we got one over here. And that's going in the fourth well plate. And we're gonna get it magnified so we can see it a little bit better. And there is arthropod number 4. So that's the fourth one we found. Go ahead and see if you can identify that and get that recorded. And then let's keep looking here, see if there's anything else. I'm not seeing a whole lot. All right, oh, here's a fifth one. And we'll get that, add a little bit of rubbing alcohol and get that focused in on the microscope, USB camera. And go ahead and take a look at that. That is our arthropod number 5. So see if you can identify the species and get that information recorded in your data table. And see if I can find any more. I think that's about it for this particular sample. So if you need to go back and pause the video to get to have some time to actually do your recording and your identification, you can do that. But that concludes sample 2.